All right, what up, what up, what up? Oh, where are we at? We're right here. What's up? Thank you so much for checking out Cheap Drinks and Cheat Codes episode 34. We are quickly encroaching on a year.
You got say the whole title, bro. I made it rhyme and everything. It's 34.
Oh, too
hardcore.
Too hardcore. Yeah. Cheap Drinks and Cheat Codes episode 34. Too hardcore parkour.
Yeah, boy. Phil, what you drinking? What you
Yeah,
got
go
there,
ahead,
boy?
Phil.
Me?
Yeah,
I
dog.
have
me?
Tout Le Monde, the Megadeth Belgian style Saison Ale. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
This cat is gonna get love.
Yeah,
PETA.
boy.
I'm not gonna hurt.
Yeah, don't kill a cat on the internet, bro. They literally did a whole documentary on that.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
they'll hunt you down.
They will.
Hunt you down, boy. All right, let's roll into it. Much like last week, I think this is weird by Amazon, by the way. But much like,
Sorry, we just got a sub.
That's me.
I know.
much like last week with the Amazon PS5, like, hey, your stuff might not come in right away. Basically, right after Xbox's thing, I can't focus with Phil and this cat.
I know.
They did the same thing with Xboxes. So I'm switching my thing so I had to look. Brandon, scroll down a little bit to the Twitter post for me. Basically, they're like, hey, we're contacting you about your order of your Xbox Series X to let you know in advance you might not receive this item the day it releases due to high demand. Which, okay, don't let me pre-order it then. We are making every effort with the supplier to procure more inventory. We will provide additional updates once the information becomes available. That's insane to me because it's literally like, hey, pre-orders came out, you pre-ordered it, and they immediately, like, for 2 days later, sending people that. It's like, then why would I pre-order? What was the point? If I sat in a crazy queue, finally got it, pre-order, and then it's like, oh, it's like, yeah. I think it's a little crazy that Amazon immediately were like, hey, because to my knowledge, I did a little bit of looking up. No other retailer did that, like Best Buy, Target, GameStop. Nobody's immediately gone, oh, thanks for your pre-order. By the way, you might not get it. Like immediately. Like I can understand like 2 weeks before it's coming out, like, oh crap, they're not sending them. Oh no, like I've seen that happen, and that's on the manufacturer, not the retailer. But in a situation like this where it's like, thanks for your pre-order. By the way, like
yeah, but Amazon knew that in advance. This was their strategy. I can already tell you, they knew that no one else was going to be that scummy, and Amazon is just banking on the fact that people won't cancel their orders and they'll just wait till they get them, and then they secure that money. Because Best Buy is just not letting people pre-order, and that's Amazon's biggest tech competitor. So they're just letting it ride.
It is crazy. Xbox, we already talked about this.
Does Amazon automatically hit you when you pre-order? Do they hit you automatically for the full price, or do they only charge you when it ships?
I don't know. I've never pre-ordered through Amazon.
Because that could be their whole scum deal at the time being. They'd be like, oh yeah, go ahead and pre-order with us, full thing up front. Maybe might get it, might not get it for 2 months after it releases, but still got your 500.
It's not even on here anymore, so I can't tell you. Oh no, I found it. Never mind. It just says unavailable, so I don't know. Like Best Buy has the price. I know Best Buy is the full
just
price.
check like a game like Demon Souls and see what it says for the pre-order. If you really want to.
That's the full price. I know that.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you pre-order, do you pay up front or is it only when it ships? I mean, I know with most things
only when it ships.
Yeah, just go ahead and pre-order something real quick on stream. We'll just...
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me
I
know.
know that when you order from Amazon, the money goes out and they just confirm, they take your money, and then it ships when it ships.
Yeah,
I would do.
Yeah, Xbox did say on November 10th there will be more consoles available, so we'll see how that works, but it's crazy. But just like the PlayStation, Amazon did the same thing. And immediately we're like, hey, you might not get it right away. So that's crazy, but it is what it is. Next, I believe it's already on the screen. We got the news that came out yesterday or 2 days ago, about the Cyberpunk 2077 devs having to work a little bit longer. Which is a little weird, only because the infamous CD Projekt Red has said numerous times that their employees will never have to crunch. But then Cyberpunk 77 has been delayed twice already, so they don't want to delay it again. It comes out in like a month and a half at this point. And little crunch time, little crunch
This-
bar.
This is crunch time now. You're said
Yeah.
like a month and a half out,
Yeah.
and you're still going to take into effect like manufacturing and then shipping.
Yeah. They did say they're going to be compensated. In a quote here from the head honcho, whose name I cannot pronounce, he was like, "I take it upon myself to receive the full backlash for this decision." Badowski. I don't want to butcher it, but yeah. So they understand that people might be upset, but they also want to put out a good game, and they're getting like overtime and such. So it's not like the worst thing ever. Because from my understanding, a lot of like last year when the big crunch debate kind of happened, like the last year or two, most of them I feel like weren't getting as well compensated. That's what the rumors seem to be. So don't freak out on Cyberpunk too much. They all care and they want to get your game to be good, but it is a little crazy because it's like don't say there'll never be crunch like 4 times and then be like,
Yeah.
psych.
I mean, does crunch even really like? Is it really even effective?
I mean,
Yeah.
you're pulling a whole extra day of a crew of
Yeah.
how many roughly does he have? I know we talked about it the other day.
I think it was like 30. I think it's.
I
think we have-
looked it up. CG Project Red, as of last year, has 1,100 employees,
Oh,
but they have different projects.
that's
You
true.
know, They like people were working on this while they were porting The Witcher, and they have the
Yeah.
Gwent game. So
That's true.
I don't know how many exactly of them are working on Cyberpunk. Maybe they've all moved to doing it now, but
So even
Yeah.
if you say like an extra 100 or 200 people out of 1,100, getting a whole extra day of work in a week.
Yeah. As long as they're compensated for it, like where I work, when the holidays come, I work an extra like 12 hours, 15 hours a week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's
but are you
busy, so
effective?
I work.
I doubt
But I
it.
also get paid for it. So I mean, it's
Yeah, well, I'm assuming they get overtime like they typically would, but then the Baginski guy also said that they'll split 10% of CD Projekt Red's annual income for 2020 with a crunch team or whatever you want to call it. So if they pull in $500,000 from 2020, and that's probably not even nothing without 2077 releasing. So then you take 10% of $500,000 and divide that between like 150, 200 people.
Mhm.
You're going to get a nice little bonus check.
Let's do that.
Yeah, it is big dope.
and I think I only know this from like documentaries I watched and stuff. But after the game releases, a lot of those employees get a big like piece of time off. So it's like,
Yeah.
okay, we're crunching a bit, but once this November 17th hits, or probably a little before that, because one, they're shipping it from Poland. With what's going on right now, shipping across the seas was probably a big factor into why they have to crunch now. They probably thought, oh, it's not going to be a big deal. Wait, there's all these new things we have to think about, because administration has done stuff with that. I only know that because I ordered some stuff from overseas recently.
Seeds.
Those guys are going to end probably the week before actually working on the game, and their big vacation starts right there. And
If it was
so
a
a few more days. Oh well.
if it was a team of 200 people and they pulled $500,000 only, that's like super low ball of what they would actually pull.
Yeah, with big low ball.
It would be $250.
That's still $250 extra you don't have. And for doing an extra day a month on top of already getting overtime pay and standard pay.
I'm in agreement. I like that paper. But let's move on here, folks. We're going to move on, Brandon. Go to the next thing and just play the video. That'll just make the most sense. So today was the Nintendo Switch announcement for the new character. Goku.
I'm not gonna go full screen because they keep
couple-
fucking
yeah,
flagging the
That's
video.
fine. If you don't even want to risk it, that's fine actually. A lot of people were rumoring Goku. A lot of new Street Fighter characters people were thinking about. Psych. It is Steve and Alex from Minecraft. I, as a Smash player, casually, I don't play anything crazy, but it's just a stupid. I don't even care. Like, this character looks like it would play just like the Ice Climbers, and I just could care less. That's all I can say. And when I'm looking for new Smash characters, I want to look for characters that are different. That's why everyone was so upset with the Fire Emblem characters that they kept coming out with, because they were all just sword characters. They're different a little bit. Like some are a little bit quicker, some have different power moves, stuff like that. And they play a little bit different, but it was a little bit. So that's why I feel like a lot of people are just like, come on, dog. Especially when the rumors were crazy. Like people were throwing out these crazy names from Sega. You know, they already did in Sonic and Mega Man.
Yeah.
So
we heard Crash at one point. Crash Bandit,
Yeah.
like they were gonna do Crash.
Yeah.
This
But
is, in my mind, it's just another money grab. Like every move that's been made this year, I feel like in games has been just cash grabs. They're just trying to see what partnerships they can do where they don't have to really create anything and they can just potentially get a few more sales out.
Yeah, and can we talk about how these fighter passes for Smash Brothers, they're $30. This game is $60 when it comes out. There have been 6 characters come out each time. This is volume 2, so they've doubled their money with 12 characters.
Mm-hmm.
And people wonder why I don't buy Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to just constantly have to be paying that money, and that like Nintendo games do not drop in price.
No,
They're going to be $60 forever.
Yeah.
The used price is going to be $55 forever.
A big sale is like $5, like literally $5 or $10 off, and that usually takes forever.
The only like Nintendo game that I bought that I just didn't want, like Odyssey or Link's Awakening or Breath of the Wild, I bought. I think it's Hyrule Warriors, and that's because I was gonna buy 2 get 1 free. It was that in Tropical Freeze, and it was only because I was gonna get a big deal out of it. Other than that, like when I get a big gift card is when I buy those, because they don't go on sale.
Yeah, that's fair. Speaking of big deals, because no one cares about this anymore. This is I'm losing my mind. Go to the next one. Hopefully you can play this trailer too. I don't know if you can get bopped. It's only a minute long, but boy, did y'all watch this yet?
It's Capcom, but no, I haven't seen it.
It is Capcom, so that's gonna
It is. All right, well, you don't gotta play it. It's the Resident Evil Infinite Darkness trailer that is coming to Netflix. It is a Resident Evil show, and it.
CG, okay.
I love Resident Evil. More of we're not gonna talk about the movies too much, the live action movies. But when they have done like 4 animated movies, you can buy the set. It's like $15. I bought it. It's great. And the lore of the games is awesome. So as long as they stay true to that, this is going to be bananas. And I'm excited. This actually got leaked, and then they just said screw it and posted it. Like like some of the stills leaked like a day before, and then they were just like, whatever. Boom. It's come to Netflix. Leon looking like a stallion. Do y'all play Resident Evil?
That Karen ass haircut.
I mean, so I started Resident Evil 2 remake. I have all of them except 3 on PS4.
Yeah.
My idea was to play through it in October. Play through some of those in October. So.
Spooky season. Okay.
Yeah. Like I just, I'll get to it on what we're playing later, on what I decided to play a bit more of today. But yeah, I love Resident Evil. Resident Evil 4 is in my top 10 games of all time.
Big facts. Agreed. I still don't care what you say. I don't want to get off topic too much, but I would love a remaster of that. I know it didn't come out too long ago, but still, I would love a remaster of that. 4. Yeah.
Is that
the best one? The present? No, that's the one before.
All of these new ones are basing off of that one, with the over-the-shoulder type of gameplay.
Yeah, it revolutionized the game. Like, what in that game, the first scene where all the villagers try to fight you, and you can like climb up a ladder and knock the ladder down, and then they pick it back up, and I was just like, no, get out. So it was awesome. But yeah, that comes out in 2021. Resident Evil show coming to Netflix. Gonna be crazy. Yeah, this next article is hilarious to me and just weird. They changed Spider-Man's face in the remastered version. I don't know if the I guess the actor, because I'm sure they obviously used someone likeness, didn't get paid or what. He looks more like Tom Holland. That's the only thing I think of. Like that's it. This new guy, he looks way younger. He literally looks 7 years younger than that Peter Parker from the original.
For sure.
And the thing is the story is that he's been Spider-Man for a while, right?
Yeah.
Now they're making him a bit younger. I have no clue what this.
He started being Spider-Man when he was about 7. You know.
Yeah. Like why? I don't know why they did this. Like this makes absolutely no sense to me.
He's a bona fide adult. in the game. Like it makes sense without spoiling the game. You meet Miles Morales, he's younger, obviously. Peter Parker is like 25 to 30, like around that. Now he looks 12. So I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense with the story. I don't understand. I got nothing. It's so weird to me. I got nothing. Like the article doesn't really say anything. Like, yeah, the last guy didn't want to be in it. Or we don't want to pay him again. Like, it literally, they were just like, here, woo, look at your first look, and everyone's kind of like, what?
Who's that?
Yeah. They're like, wait a minute, that's not it. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense with the story. I don't understand why they did it whatsoever.
And it's just really funny because like in the side by side, he's like talking to Doc Ock, and it's like he looks identical. Like better lighting, but he looks identical. There's even the side by side, like all of the background stuff. It really didn't look that much better, other than just like being a little less grainy, like in the background.
Yeah.
I didn't really notice a huge difference.
That's all I really picked up from it, was like farther details looked a little cleaner.
Yeah, and then it's supposed to have the fast loading for fast travel in 4K, 60 FPS, or whatever. So
yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get it just because I got kind of bored with it in the first place. But this annoys me. Like, if I played the story and then saw this, I'd just be confused. Now, what is he just out here? He's out here just MILF hunting with Mary Jane. She's clearly like 29, and this dude's 14. So, like, I just don't understand. She out here just robbing the cradle? Like, I don't understand.
Spider's got to shoot, you know what I mean? Like, got to shoot that web, you know what I mean?
I just don't.
He's
understand.
blossoming.
Are you gonna get Miles Morales?
Probably not. I enjoyed the game, but it got really repetitive. It was repetitive. It was, all right, let me go fight these bad guys. All right, now let me fight these bad guys who look just like these bad guys. Oh, there's a new high level, that corporation. Oh, they're just like those other bad guys. Like, it just got super repetitive for me. The web swinging's fun. Doing the load swing and doing Spider-Man stuff was fun, but it was.
Look,
so
there's only so many goons you can build. Okay.
I mean,
the
just
whole
make
city is full of goons.
Just make it different. Like, it was all the same bad guys over and over again, and I was over it by the a quarter, like 3/4 of the way in. I was like, I can tell where the story's going. I don't care. That's where I was at. But this is weird. Spider-Man's face is different. Let us know what you think about Spider-Man's face in the comment section.
He's a new man.
Below. Speaking of what Phil brought up earlier, Hyrule Warriors. Did you see this Calamity gameplay, Boyd? I'm gonna leave it up to Brandon to stretch to play this trailer.
I just can't full screen it. Is the only thing I can't do.
Yeah, it's more Hyrule Warriors. If you're a fan of Dynasty Warriors, if you're a fan of Gundam Warriors, same concept. I feel like Fire Emblem had one too, where you just run in and fight a bunch of people.
Yeah, the only Hyrule Warriors I've played was actually at our friend's house. I haven't played my own copy of it yet.
That's weird, but it's cool. I'm not gonna judge you, man.
Is it like a big arena?
Yeah, it's just. I'm trying to explain Dynasty Warriors for someone who hasn't lived in this world. If you don't know what Dynasty Warriors is about.
No.
It's a big map where you're a character OP, one warrior worth 1,000. Basically, is the title of Dynasty Warriors. You just run around, as you can see on you're just going ham. Okay. You just go ham on AI, basically.
There's little objectives you have to do, like capture an area, kill a bot, like a lieutenant or something.
The Gundam one was my favorite.
The Gundam one needs to come out again. Yeah. Fun fact for Phil, like, if he's a collector, you can't find that game. You can't find it, for under $80. Like, it doesn't exist. Because I've looked.
What is it?
Gundam War. I think it's not Gundam Warriors. It might be called Gundam Warriors.
I think it's called Gundam Warriors.
Yeah, it was really fun. Dynasty Warriors was amazing for the first 6, and then they kind of slowly.
I just wish there's the Gundam Warriors one does need to come out, just because there's so many Gundams you didn't get to play as, obviously, that would have just made so much more sense.
Yeah, but all they've been really doing now, they did a new tactical Gundam game recently, and then Gundam Versus, which was a big fighting thing.
It was gross, dude. I looked into it because since Armored Core 4, I've been looking for a good mech game, and it has not come out. There's no niche audience for those people who want a mech game where you can customize it, And yeah, that Gundam Fighters is trash. You have to pay $3 a mech. They had DLC bananas. They'll come out with a new Gundam every other week, and they're $3. So it's pretty crazy. But if you want more Dynasty Warriors action, shout out, you can get Total War 3 Kingdoms, greatest game ever. It's the Total War series, but with Three Kingdoms novel story arc, and it is bananas and awesome. But yeah, moving on, we have a lot of trailers this week. It's a lot of news, but it's a lot of new trailers and new footage. Yeah.
99. There's some on Amazon for like $20.
Yeah, they're probably like
Alright.
some dude made it in his basement on a burner.
Watch this trailer.
We're watching the Assassin's trailer right now, the new gameplay footage. And right away, I'm annoyed because I was hoping it would look a little bit better than it does at least from this trailer. But I don't want. I feel like my hopes are gonna get gotten. Like I'm like, oh, it's Vikings. That'll make me get this next Assassin's Creed game. But then the more they show, the more I'm like, I hate this
We cannot stay in Norway. Not
but
without
we'll see.
fueling more
What
war.
are y'all thoughts
So
on
we
it? Because I
push
just want a
forward.
Vikings game, to be completely honest with
A new
Like-
kingdom awaits.
You mean a Valhalla Viking game like Valhalla Viking game?
you. Like Valhall, maybe.
Valhall. Valhall. They couldn't afford the A. Okay.
Yeah.
It was copyrighted.
I just.
No, I think it looks good. I mean,
Yeah.
you're not. I mean, we're not watching it on a 4K screen. Like you didn't
Fair.
watch this on your TV. You know what I mean? And like
No, I
crank
did-
the
I
res
did,
up.
yes.
From the cunning
But you
King
can only go
Alfred of
1080.
Wessex
Yeah.
to the warmongering
but
sons of
I'm gonna say this one last
Ragnar
time. I know I've said this
They
before.
have
I'm
no
really
wish to
upset
share
that
the
Ubisoft
kingdoms
just
they
didn't
have
make
made their
the
own.
last 3 Assassin's Creed games. Call them something else.
I do not
Call it a
fear these
historical. Blibbity blibbity blah. Put even the title and then from the guys of Assassin's
any
Creed or from
others,
the world of
regardless.
Assassin's Creed, and just not involve like the Hidden Blades stuff. They just
Yeah,
make it
yeah.
like a historical fighter-ish game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it just doesn't need to exist.
Bring our people hope.
I think for this, I will eventually get it. I don't know if I'll get it when it comes out. Like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I just got that for PC, and
Yeah.
sitting down and playing that, I'm not treating it like an Assassin's Creed game. I'm treating it like just an open world RPG because it's
Yeah.
what they built it more in. Because there's
Literally.
this, and
Yeah.
I was really getting into that. Like the hour I played, and I was like, I need to put this down because I have other things to play. When I come back to it, I know I'll put a ton of time into it. That's
Yeah.
because I'm not thinking of it as Assassin's Creed.
That's what I'm trying to do with this. I really want to try, but then he's about to throw his hood up on your guys' screen. I'm a little early. But I'm just like,
I mean, I would
pause
be-
pause it when it does the date when you get to it. But I'm listening.
I would be cool. I would be cool with it if it was like a Hitman style game where I got to play either way. Like if I could go in like a Viking or if I could go in like an assassin, like if I got to pick and choose. But I can almost
that's fair.
guarantee you they're gonna force you to do stealthy stuff at certain periods of time, and then you're gonna have moments where you're kicking ass like a Viking, blah blah blah. But like, I like games that have like penalties and benefits based on your play style. Like those games are
Yeah.
way more fun because they have replayability. Like
Yeah, like you could go in as a Viking. You could just go in and just woo, blow your horn like a Viking. Like they just run in like crazy
Yeah.
people. But maybe you lose some loot because you give them advance warning and they take it and run with some of it or they try.
Yeah.
Or if you go in as an assassin, you can get it's a little less fun maybe but you get more loot or something. But
yeah, or
one
like
thing I
Ghost.
wanted to highlight-
Oh, I'm sorry. Just one more thing. Like
Oh, you're good.
like Ghost of Tsushima. Like you can either walk up to the village and challenge the people at the front gate, or I can sit back with my bow and headshot a couple people and they have no idea where I am. Like one is significantly more fun. Like
Yeah,
you
exactly.
get in water stance, you kill 3 people right off the bat, you're looking like a badass taking screenshots, flexing on people like blah blah blah, and then you walk in and you got to fight the warlord. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah, but the one thing I just wanted to highlight real quick is I think it's funny. Like, you can barely see PlayStation on this screen. I don't even think it's on the screen actually.
No, it's not.
Pop out. Not even on the screen, which is just funny to me because it's coming out from PlayStation. They didn't buy exclusivity for PlayStation. It's literally not on the screen though. It says Xbox, and even on the bottom, it only
Mhm.
says Xbox.
Yeah.
So that's hilarious to me. Xbox straight smacking upside the head with that suitcase of money.
Yeah.
But what do you guys think of the game? Like, did that trailer do anything extra? Are you still getting it day one? I feel you already answered. But,
Probably not day one, but probably not a couple months down the line. Like
yeah.
maybe 1-2 months within
Mhm.
release.
I'm bummed this is coming out November because these games usually come out September, October, and then Black Friday go $30, $40.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I'm bummed because there's no way it's going to go on sale 2 weeks later. But Normally, that's what happens for Assassin's Creed games, and that's normally how I buy them.
Yeah. I would love to say I'm gonna buy it, but I'd just be lying to everybody.
I would also love to say, but like, 11 days prior, Legion comes out, Watch Dogs, so I will be playing that. So unless
7 days after Cyberpunk comes out, so I'll be playing that. This game is coming out at a time where I don't care about anything else.
It's got a rough time.
I agree. I think I'm gonna get. I'm on vacation the week Legion comes out, so I'm gonna play that as much as I can. And then, like Phil said, I'll probably play that up until, or hopefully, Cyberpunk comes out, and then play that. So, but yeah, it showed a decent amount more of like in-game engine stuff, which I'm cool with. I just really hope they like air quote nailed it. I know this series is popular, but I've played Origins and I wasn't a huge fan whatsoever. So hopefully it does it for me.
Yeah.
Origins was difficult for me because I got to a point where I was too underleveled to do the next thing.
Yeah.
But I couldn't find side quests, so I was like, what do I do?
You have to farm boars in the forest with your friends.
Well, what I figured out to do is I turned the game off and I took it out and I put it away and never put it back in.
What I found out is you actually just put in the Days Gone disc and you play that for a while instead.
That is interesting. So we're gonna go from a completely different topic. We're 180. So we went to Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and now we're gonna talk about Valhall. Totally different, obviously. Where you play as a Viking, but completely different. This is going to be coming to Steam Early Access by the developer Black Rose Art. It is, from our knowledge, a battle royale Viking game, and Brandon's really excited.
Yeah. You guys can't see it right now, but I am stiff as a board.
I also haven't watched this trailer yet, so this is.
Oh, really? I watched it yesterday, so it still looks very interesting to me. But me and Brandon talked about it. It's like how I don't know. If the fighting is fun and feels like legit, yeah, I'd be fine with it. But I don't know.
If it's some chivalry, or what was that other game we were playing? The Mordhau. Yeah, if it's some chivalry or Mordhau like gameplay, I'm really not with that. I don't like that style. It's just spammy, hold block, and wait for the other guy to get tired type thing.
If Mordhau's maps were balanced, that game would have been.
Yeah,
because I had so much fun playing that game.
But I've watched people do like the 1v1 arena in Mordhau, and it's very, very boring to watch. Yeah. Like, it's just,
they got a 3v3 ranked mode too now.
Yeah, it's just weird. Like this game looks beautiful though. This game really looks like how the Assassin's Creed stuff should have looked whenever it was popping out. But yeah, it's supposed to be. I'm assuming it has 2 modes. It has this raid mode, which is what you just saw a glimpse of, where they're on the boat, or they come off boats onto the beach, and then there is the 50-person battle royale. I would love to know. I didn't do any research last night. I would love to know if it's team based in the battle royale mode, or if the only team based thing is the siege mode. Which the siege mode is going to be exactly like Mordhau. It's going to be just a bunch of people spawn in. You have a certain amount of reinforcements. And that's it. But I don't know. It looked good. I would I'm probably going to buy this before I buy Assassin's Creed, just because of the pure fact this is a multiplayer game. But
that's fair. It's funny you said that. So I looked it up in Steam. It comes out October 22nd, and the similar games immediately is Mordhau. It's the first thing that pops up. It's like, yo, you got Mordhau, so you might like this. The only thing, it doesn't say price. I can add it to my wish list, but I don't know how much it costs. It could be free. Or it could be $2.
With some early access, because Baldur's Gate 3 doesn't show a price yet, but I know what it is. Because they've already said what it will be.
I think Extinction is the same way. I don't think it has a price, but it's also early access.
Yeah, that's next week, right? The 6th.
The 6th, yes.
That's what I thought. I had to put it in my calendar. As long as that game's out $60, I'll be good.
It's $60.
I ain't paying $60 for that.
Josh just went, oh.
That's fine. I mean, you get the first 25 hours, which for $60 is not bad. And then you get the rest of the game free when it comes out. You get all the DLC, and they'll make a definitive edition at the end that you'll also get for free. But
Control.
you always get those for free. Their DLC and like upgrade to Definitive Edition for their games is always free.
Yeah. No, I like the concept. To me, it's just 60s hefty. And I know like they'll
It's
probably
really
hold
the
up
early
their end of the
access is
bargain.
just for people who know they're going to buy it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's what they said. I should have posted the article. It's old. You know, I don't think we ever talked about it, but their main guy who talks all the time, when he was talking about the price, he's like, he knows it's hefty for an early access, but you're getting 25 hours a game. What they're doing is very, very, out there. It's very difficult because they're making a tabletop RPG into a video game, and they're not a huge company, but they say just like before, you're going to get full access to the game when it comes out. You'll get all their free stuff, but the people who play early access are the ones that are going to be talking to them directly, and they say, unlike a lot of people, they listen exactly to what their players say, and make the changes as necessary.
Cool. I'm with it. Real quick before we shoot over to speedrun, yeah, Siege, we already talked about it, but yeah, it's stupid. To me, it looks like just a ice climber clone. Like they just walk around with a little sword. Like it just doesn't do anything for me. Their attacks look dumb, and they could have just done so much, more with like Sega characters or anything. Just anything. They really just need to do Goku and call it a day and shut up. Because that'd be awesome. But cool. Let's hit this speed run. We got a lot to breeze on through.
Yeah, we're breathing.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Big boy. All right, so this photo was 2 weeks ago, but we didn't get to it.
About that.
But I still wanted to show it. Basically, it's just how big the PlayStation 5 is.
You wanted to show it, but we're in speedrun. Where the screen is all of us.
That's fine. The PlayStation 5 is big AF, basically.
It's
It's big.
Yeah, my bad, Brandon. A lot of these are going to be visuals. I meant to mention it. I forgot. I'm sorry. It's huge. It's just the biggest thing on the planet Earth.
huge.
And it being...
You don't have those. Go ahead, keep talking.
Yeah, that's it. It's just humongous. That's all. Speedrun,
How big is it?
Do you still have Josh, you still have that picture I sent? Or is that in the chat? That Twitter link?
It's
to a
what's on the
VCR.
screen.
No. I sent you a different one. Ignore
Alright, well,
me,
you
you're not
find it
paying
while we
attention
move
to me.
on.
Yeah, we'll get on to bigger things. Next, it's just the Microsoft new controllers for the Series X launch. They look clean, boy. Super clean. They're $60, but the blue here is just hot fire. It looks so good. It reminds me of Grabber Blue, Ford Mustang Blue. It just looks really good. I can't say anything. It just looks fire. Like that controller looks so good.
The back of that's about to get gross as fuck.
The question
you're
I
right.
have here is, do these not have back buttons like their elites do now?
This isn't an elite controller.
This is
It's
just a regular controller.
This is a
Brandon,
great
I
story. Go on.
reposted that picture in the chat, the cheap drink chat.
Okay, well, I need you to put it
we're
in the
already gone. Yeah, we're already
docs,
gone. We're on
'cause
the bigger thing.
I can't pull up Discord.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
It's fine. We're moving.
No.
This is speedrun, Justin. You're ruining speedrun.
Put the
you
link
ruined
in
it.
the Twitch chat so people can.
It's also
There you
going
go.
in there, Phil.
There you go.
All right, like Brandon has on the screen here, EA Play Ultimate is coming November 10th. So if you're a fan of the Ultimate package of EA, you can get to play a couple more games. You get like 10 hours of FIFA 21, which comes out like next week or this week. I can't remember.
So you
But
don't
it's,
get it for free?
no, you just get to play 10 hours. It comes out. Actually, FIFA came out today. I'm sorry. But yeah, so it's going to be added, which is cool, I guess. But if you're a fan of EA games, ball out. Do what did you need to do in life. This is one that I actually didn't know about until I read this article, which came out this Monday. Yakuza, Like a Dragon. I didn't know it wasn't coming out on PlayStation 5 right away. I didn't know it was an exclusivity deal. So it comes out on PlayStation 5 March 2nd. So if you're hoping to get that right away when it came out, it's not. It's coming out November 10th on Xbox, but then March 2nd for PlayStation. So there's that. Yo, did y'all remember FarmVille? FarmVille. I thought this was funny. It's done. as of December 31st.
So many grandmas just had their fucking world ended.
Yeah, apparently it's really hard to run now anyway because all the cookies and the add-ons and the all that nonsense that you need on Facebook to play it. But if you did still play it, it is being gone this December. So FarmVille was so funny. I remember back in the day when I had a Facebook, people be like, go water my grass, like that crap. So it had
That was like day one Facebook stuff.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah, that and like what was that, Mafia Wars and stuff like that, like those random ass games.
Yeah, it was quite funny. Next, we're rolling on. Dog, this is hilarious. Hasbro is bringing back Beast Wars toys, which is very strange because there's normally when Hasbro owns, they own Transformers, they own so many toys, they own He-Man, but they usually do this in correlation with like a show. I mean, I know Transformers did have the big resurgence on Netflix, but not Beast Wars. So that's interesting to me.
No, I think it's because didn't the last Transformer movie have the dinosaurs? Yeah.
The one before it, I think, had the dinosaurs.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
Extinction or whatever it was called.
But still, that was like 7 years ago at this point. But it's cool. I'm down with it. Beast Wars was one of my favorites. It did not hold up well. Like if you go back and watch Beast Wars,
no.
It sure doesn't. That's
No.
awful.
Oh my gosh.
10-year-old Josh, it's up here.
Yeah, in your mind, yeah, it's crazy.
Krista, but yeah. This one I'm just gonna link in the chat for y'all to see because we're not gonna spend too much time looking at it. But Genshin Impact is a game that came out recently. It's a free-to-play action RPG that is very reminding of Zelda Breath of the Wild, but it definitely holds true to a lot of JRPG roots. It's free. Go play it if you want.
I've heard pretty decent things on it, even though it's not really my genre, but.
Your genre. I didn't add this, so I don't know what this is. Oh, it's Metal Gear. Yeah, Metal Gear is back like all over the place.
Yeah. Well, it's the first time these games are being released on PC.
Yeah, this came out last week.
GOG,
right? Yeah.
And then they're also planning to release other Konami stuff like Contra and Castlevanias in the near future too, as big collections. To have them. Those games that were only ever on console or you can get on like Switch right now to come to PC for PC gamers to get for DRM free on GOG.
It's Psycho Mantis.
Good old GOG.
Yeah, boy. All right, next we got the PlayStation games that are free coming October 5th, which this is a cool one. We got Need for Speed Payback, which isn't the cool one, but Vampire.
That's a good game.
Are going to be free. And yeah, Vampire, not a perfect game, but definitely for free. Play it. Like, it had its imperfections. I bought it for like $1 on Steam, I remember, but it was still really fun. But those are the free games. You already get them anyway, so download them before they're gone forever. But Vampire is definitely a pickup. Like, if you haven't played it, do so. And then we got the games with gold, which are going to be... What? Give me a second.
Slay Away Camp, Butcher's Cut, made of skier?
I had to re-look at this because these games look so bad. I was like, that can't be it. So I scrolled down to see if I was missing out on something.
Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy, aka Prince of Persia, the bad one.
Yeah.
And then Costume Quest.
Actually,
this is disrespectful. That's how bad these games are.
Made of Skier is actually on my wish list on Steam right now. It actually looks interesting to me. It's just kind of one of those creepy style games. Sphinx was actually remastered not long ago, and it's actually supposed to be a pretty good remaster. It's a good action RPG. It's not really like Prince of Persia, but I think it does take some stuff from it because they came out around the same time.
Like, I agree with Game Pass, but this is just disrespectful. Like, September's The Division, Unwritten Tales 2. Like, it's just, who is playing The Division 1?
Yeah.
Like,
me?
I can't, man. Xbox, step your game up with these releases, man. But last but not least, in Speedrun, this is news to me, but hey, a new Cyberpunk 2077 trailer will be playing in the NBA Finals.
It's already played. You can go look at
already
it.
playing.
You can already play it. There you go. It came today. It's Keanu doing Keanu shit, so that's always cool. He's looking fine. He's looking like a snack. I haven't seen this, so I'm gonna sit here and watch it.
The trailer is not in very good res.
Yeah, it's a little.
That's
It's a little
from
thick.
Twitter. It's on YouTube. IGN has it.
It's fine. It looks okay on the screen. Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm interested.
Then set it up.
I'm already gonna get the game. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah,
but-
like I know the trailer is not gonna look good.
I like how the big thing is when I saw this, I was like, wait, Keanu Reeves this like agreed to do just a commercial for a video game. Like this guy had no idea what he was talking about at E3.
Yeah, but
Right,
now
he's right,
yeah, but the internet. He literally like broke the internet. So.
I mean, he's educated himself. He also just launched a comic book on Indiegogo. Like the man can do whatever he wants.
He can. He's a
Like he stars now in Berserker, which is like, or Berserker, yeah, Berserker is. And I mean that comic book on its own, like it's selling just as much as fucking Spawn right now. Hasn't even come out. The man literally can do whatever he wants.
All right, let's hit this releasing and relevant.
Wow.
Blah blah blah. There's a little bit more to this week than what's posted because they posted late. Sorry, but hey, let's hit it. I'll just talk about them still. They're just not on the screen. So we got Call of Duty Warzone Season 6. I don't know how it's already on Season 6. I feel like that just came out. But it's out on all consoles. Like 2 days
bring up
ago.
another 70 gigs of your hard drive so you can
Yeah.
update.
Yeah, delete the rest of your homework folder. Next, we got Spelunky 2, which is long awaited, coming to PC 2 days ago, September 29th.
Amazing.
Next we got Amuhara Kawase Bazooka! Exclamation point. PS4 and Switch, September 29th. We got the long-awaited The Walking Dead Onslaught VR and PC game that came out September 29th. I'm curious about that. I want to look at some gameplay. This next one looks interesting. If it's the turn-based game I'm thinking of, Warsaw comes out for PS4 September 29th.
Warsaw.
You got Feather for PS4 and Xbox September 30th. Dead by Daylight is not out. That is wrong. Next, sorry, some of these lists are a little out of date here. We got to get into the October 1st and 2nd. That is what's not added. So all this is from September, and then there are games for today and tomorrow as well. We got Hazmat Hijinks Total Meltdown. Came to PC October 1st. You got Little Big Workshop coming to the Switch today as well. You got Orange Blood coming to PS4, Xbox, and Switch today. Super Mario Brothers 35, Switch Online only, coming today. Warsaw also comes to Switch today, so 2 days later for Switch. You got Wise Origin coming to Switch today. Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, comes out tomorrow for PS4 and Xbox. The Let's Sing Queen comes to PS4 and Xbox and Switch tomorrow. And last but not least, Star Wars Squadron comes out on PC, PS4, and Xbox tomorrow.
Sorry.
I thought that was also VR, but it is not listed.
It is.
PSV. It is VR
It's
support.
VR.
It's VR support.
It wasn't listed that way, so but that's interesting. So sorry for on the screen. I only found September until it was too late. Yeah, so there's a decent on here. We got Squadrons. I'm interested in for the nostalgia, like Rogue Squadron games. You know,
I did watch a review this morning because I don't know, wasn't doing anything. It's actually, the story's not supposed to be too bad, but playing it in VR is supposed to be really, really fun.
That's the only way.
I've heard the multiplayer is not bad. Surprisingly, it's actually a decent multiplayer, but I've heard the campaign is becoming a letdown.
but that sounds about right. Like
Yeah.
completely.
Like Battlefield's campaign.
Yeah,
Battlefront.
the game I'm most excited for. I had to double check to make sure I was correct. Warsaw looks fire. It's a turn-based RPG that is based on that, like, you know, invasion of Poland or what have the, I don't know the historical facts of Warsaw, but it looks really good. I'm probably gonna get it for my PC. It comes out tomorrow on that, and it looks really good. As long as it's only $20, so I'll probably pick it up. But what do you guys? Anything Crash Bandicoot? You all just gonna watch speedruns? Are y'all gonna get it? Like, what's the?
I'll get it eventually. I don't think.
Yeah, I'll get it. Crash.
I have too much to play. I'm getting Baldur's Gate 3 next week, so.
Yeah, I gotta save money for the games I know I'll actually play.
Yeah, I'm saving for
my nostalgia boner for Crash is always there, but
Yeah, I'm afraid Baldur's Gate for me is gonna go the way of Wasteland, which I love Wasteland, but I never pick it up. Like, I don't have time. Like, I don't have time to sit there and play for 6 hours like I want to. So, but we'll see.
I mean, Saturdays
But yeah.
aren't a thing anymore, so I understand.
I just played on Saturday. Hey, I'm there. Next we got the cheat code. Phil, send us off with this. This little
I believe this week I'm doing the cheat code.
Yeah.
So this is Grand Pooh Bear. This is my favorite speedrunner to watch. He's a Red Bull sponsored speedrunner. He had something unexpected happen to him, and so this was a couple days ago, maybe early last week when the game launched on PS4. Yeah. So the PC release was this week. This was his first time clearing. It took him, I think, 20 hours. I think 20 hours to clear the game for the first time. But this happened. He was going through the credits.
I wouldn't be in it.
And he literally just said, "I wouldn't be in the credits."
Shout out to Danny O'Dwyer, Jeremy Jane, Art Brown, Adam Canovin,
This is fun
Glenn
fact
Wichman,
of the
Michael
week, not
Toy,
shit.
Ken Arnold, Bear Taffy, the man.
Still quite interesting. Siege,
Man,
I don't even
Northern
care.
Lion,
I don't even
Michael
want to
A.
know.
Fox, Red Panda.
It's like I'm
Gamer-
interested. I feel like I'd rather just watch the thing than play it. I'm like, I believe the story's dope, but I don't want to play it.
Hello.
Oh, he's freaking out, bro. He's freaking out.
Yeah. They cut the clip. He actually starts crying.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's super cool. The reason why it was such a big deal to him is this was the game that he streamed that got him popular, and then he went on to become a speedrunner. Because this was his ideology. He started playing Spelunky. Spelunky is an insanely hard game. So then he switched to Mario to get better at platforming, and then he came back to Spelunky because he said he got good at video games. He also hosts a Fall Mania, which is a Fall Guys tournament, and it's all like pro WWE players and Twitch streamers and stuff like that he has play. It's really funny. Yeah, go check him out, Grand Pooh Bear.
Do it. Siege, what is? I don't even know what that means. Understood. Did you? We already talked about this.
He was replying to you.
Oh, I don't remember what I said. To be honest with you, what did I say? Oh, the game. I really feel like if somebody took all the cutscenes from the Avengers game and just put them together, I'd watch it, which I'm sure is going to be a thing. I just don't want to play it. I just want to play it, but I'm sure the story's fire. But we already talked about Spider-Man, how he looks completely insane and he looks 10, and he out here slamming some Mary Jane.
MilfHunter.com.
Yeah, I don't know. But cool. What are we playing? I feel like I'm first at the top.
Nothing will fucking boot.
Yeah. Now we're back into some Rainbow Six Siege. If y'all are into that, we're doing that all the time. Still playing Apex. I'm still playing Wasteland 3. I'm gonna beat Ghost of Tsushima eventually. Maybe.
Keep saying it.
I'm in debate if I'm gonna get Baldur's Gate. I really don't know yet. I really don't know. I might. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how the dice roll. But that's it. I'm not playing anything crazy new. Still trying to beat Ghost. Still playing Wasteland. Obviously playing Total War games, Warhammer, Three Kingdoms, etc. And Phil.
Okay. Hello. Playing Siege, Apex every now and then we game together. Hopped onto a little Halo this week. Still play Quake. Those are my shooters that I'll just put in. I'll play like 30 minutes to an hour or something. But then still playing some Shadow of War. But today I was like, hey, it's October 1, and I have some code running that I needed to wait on. So I popped back in Call of Cthulhu on my PS4.
Okay.
And that it's creepy, but it's still fun. It's really interesting because it gets into your head.
Are you watching Lovecraft Country on HBO?
No, because I don't have HBO.
Oh, well, it's that universe if you're interested.
Yeah, it says Lovecraft in it.
That's fair.
Feels like I'm interested. I just don't have HBO.
I'm interested. I just don't have HBO. So.
That is fair.
I'll go. Keep it clockwise. Apex and Siege with the guys. I picked Battlefield 4 back up, which is surprisingly still very populated. It's still a really good goof off shooter. And that's pretty much it. I need to pick up Wasteland 3 again. I've kind of let that drift, and it's becoming into the void now.
That's the worst. When a game you want to play goes into the void, and you're just like, oh no, don't do it.
And I'm pretty much not playing anything. I'm going on vacation. I will be gone next week. It'll be just the threesome over here playing.
That's
Just
when,
been-
that's when the real stream shows up.
I've been
you
working
know,
on
man.
wrong hand. I've been working on this thing behind me for like the past 20 hours. It's still not done. That's got to go to the wedding I'm going to because it's my gift, so I didn't actually have to spend any money.
Nice.
And yeah, I mean, I've played some Valorant, but it was at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and there was just nothing but trolls online. So
It'd be like that. They'd be
play
coming
games
up on
during the day.
bridge.
Don't play games at night. That's where the assholes
Yeah.
are. But that's pretty
Indeed.
much it.
Yeah, boy. Let us know if you pre-ordered PlayStation or Xbox on Amazon. If you're salty McMulty, how you feel about Cyberpunk people working overtime but you're getting that cheddar. If you're a fan of Steve and Alex being on Smash Brothers, if you're like that's actually cool, I'm with it. You know, let us know. Are you excited for the Resident Evil series? I'm super excited. I'm bonkers. I'm gonna binge the crap out of it. It's gonna be dope. Are you a fan of Tom Holland being in, hitting them MJ cheeks when she's like 30? I don't know. Let's find out. Are you still interested in Valhalla after seeing the gameplay trailer? Were you like teeter-tottery and now you're like, boy, I'm sold? Let us know all the things down below. Siege, bro, always good talking to you, man. Let me know about the Miles Morales because I'm probably not going to get it, but I'm still interested. If you're like, yo, it's fire, maybe I'll get it. Like, maybe I will get it. Like, I
get it.
no, I might, honestly. I'm on the fence. I wouldn't beat it. I'd get it, play it for like 5 hours, and then call it. So, yeah, let us know. You know what I mean? Thanks for watching. It's been a good time.
Thanks everybody in the chat. Everybody that's watching. Thanks. Appreciate you.
Yeah, always a good time.
Yep. We'll see you guys next week.
Peace.
Bye.
Later.